Otaki, performance climbing shoe, precise, supportive and structured. Ideal for climbing on crags, walls and boulders. Double Velcro closures for quick closure and precision. P3 system construction. Heel shell with innovative S-heel. Maintains perfect stability in torsion. Abrasion resistance coating for toe hooks. Vibram XS edge 4mm sole. Otaki, precise and sharp, like a samurai's word. Squama, sensitive, snug-fitting, flexible climbing shoe, ideal for top performance both on rock walls and in the gym. Maximum sensibility and precision. S-heel allows perfect stability in torsion, enhancing performance for heel hooking. Sole in 2 parts to enhance longitudinal flexibility. Protective, ultra-grippy rubber insert for overhangs. Vibram XS Grade 2, 4mm sole. Squama. It fits like a skin, it protects like a scale.
This is program, right? This is program, right? This is program, right? Ladies and gentlemen, viewers all around the world, welcome back to the NUS Black Diamond Boulderactive, brought to you by the National University of Singapore. Right now you're joining us, Zaid, myself and Nurul. We are coming to you live from Singapore Funan Digital Life Mall. Right now we are anticipating the start of the Open Men's Qualifiers, and I believe we are ready. Here we go. You didn't get a shot up. I do already. I do already. Ah. We're about 40 seconds away before these guys have an hour of their climb. So what's happening right now, you see, we got a total of 8 problems for this gentleman. And we're going to go with the flash format that is going on for an hour. We got a total of 3 details. So you're in for 3 hours of adrenaline-packed action right here live from Singapore, Funan Digital Life Mall. And the whistle goes, we are off with the event. Of course, this event wouldn't be made possible without our title sponsor, Black Diamond, and our official venue sponsor, Funan Digital Life Mall. Well, of course, the amazing wall brought to you by Climb Asia, our official climbing partner. That's Ko Chai Tan on problem number 1. That is easily completing problem number 7. If you're looking live on YouTube, you can actually see the evening crowd. Whether you're climbing, whether you're a climber or non-climber, whether members of the public, they're all crowding around right here in the main atrium of Funan Digital Life Mall to witness the men's open qualifiers. Justin Young making his first attempt on problem number 1. For this event, we have not just climbers from Singapore, but climbers from around the region. Some of friends and neighbors from Indonesia, Thailand, and also Malaysia. We have a very special guest, actually, coming all the way from Japan. You guys know him, the winner of the recent Novice Cup from Japan. He's joining us here for this event as well. We are on our third day of this competition. On this third day, we had the fun climb session going on in the morning earlier. And we also had the open women's qualifiers. Right now, these are the elites of all the elites, the open men's qualifiers. With a total of about 70 participants, all vying for the semi-final spot tomorrow morning. We'll be only selecting 20 athletes in the semi-finals, where only 6 will prevail for the finals tomorrow evening on Sunday in Singapore. That's David on problem number 5. He's taking a break before advancing on to the bonus styles. That's Jaco, one of our veteran climbers from Singapore. And he's got the end of... Way go! What a simultaneous finish from both the gentlemen on problem number 1 and problem number 7. Well, just something to let you know for the viewers who are very new to sport climbing here. Just to let you know, these athletes have no idea what they're in for. So they just came out from isolation and on to the qualifying round. For 1 hour, they have to complete as many possible problems as they can. We have a total of 8 problems, and we'll be selecting only 20 athletes. They'll be coming back tomorrow morning for the semifinals, where only 8 will prevail for the finals tomorrow evening. Dennis Chua on problem number 4. Well, Dennis is definitely getting creative on how to get to the final tile. And it's very interesting how the problems are being set on this wall right here that you'll be seeing. This wall is brought to you by Climb Asia, the official climbing partner. How they can squeeze 8 problems onto this wall is pretty interesting, with our chief route setter, guest chief route setter, coming all the way from France, Mr. Florian Ascofer. Yeah, Paul Justin on problem number 8. The Black Diamond Wall, also known as the slab wall. It's a pretty interesting problem over there. I know I was speaking to early on to one of the route setters for the problem. There was a foothold that was initially placed in the second volume, but it was removed because just to add a bit of difficulty for the climbers. And I think it's working out really, really well. Pretty interesting as well. That's Khairul Anam on problem number 8. You guys can't see this, but the atmosphere in Funan Digital Life Mall is pretty intense right now. We are looking at the best of the best climbers in Singapore, and some of our neighbors from the region right here for the qualifiers. And as these guys are making their way on each of the problems, you can actually hear some of the friends and supporters cheering them on. Lots of alleys going on from the crowd. Well, this is one of the rare few competitions in Singapore that we have a live broadcast brought to you by Live Productions, our official broadcast partner, Live Technologies. These guys do a pretty neat job in what they do, and we got to thank them for bringing to you this evening of adrenaline-packed action for you viewers all around the world. You could be in the comfort of your home. You could be anywhere in the world. As long as you have a smartphone, a tablet, or a computer, you can join us. You can join us, the NUS Black Diamond Boulderactive, anytime from today until tomorrow. This is the third day. Tomorrow is our final day. And our final day means we wrap up everything with the finals tomorrow. That's J. Cole completing problem number 8. And as I'm speaking, we are also tabulating the scores. And the score is brought to you live on our website. For more information, do check out the Boulderactive Facebook page, and the link is in the bio. Muhammad Shafi on problem number 8, muscling his way up on those volumes by HRT and AIX. Wei Theng on problem number 1. Because some action going on all around. Ron finishing problem number 7. This is amazing what you're seeing here. Our root setters and chief root setter have spent a tireless amount of time to perfectly piece together a masterpiece for the men open qualifiers. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got about 45 more minutes on the clock. That means these guys have spent 1/4 of the time for their opens qualifiers. Ryan looking strong, finishing problem number 8. Of course, this event wouldn't be made possible without our official apparel sponsor, Compressed Sport, and our prize sponsors, Outdoor Life. This event is specially organized by the NUS Sport Climbing Club. Muhammad Shafi. He's got to stick it. Oh, wow, it's really close. You just missed that. Jaco on the right of your screen on problem number 5. He's still muscling his way through. He's using every technique in his arsenal to find the solution on problem number 5. He's just inches away. He just needs to connect this, and he gets to complete problem number 5. You gotta have 2 hands to make it official, Jay. There we go. Well, in a very short while, we're going to welcome one of our commentators for this event. You've been hearing her from Thursday, and Patrice will be joining us shortly. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Randy Yo on problem number 7. Randy is currently a officer in the Singapore Armed Forces in the Republic of Singapore's Air Force. There we go, complete on problem number 3. One of our guest climbers from Thailand. Well, there's also a lot at stake right here because we got about a total of 80 competitors in this open men's category. We only have room for 20 in the semifinals tomorrow morning. And out of that, we're going to have only 6. They'll be joining us for the finals on Sunday evening, Singapore local time. The chairway with 2 hands. He's looking pretty neat, you know. He's been doing really well for this qualifiers. Lots of focus on Verosil Gerard Bayo and Patrice. I said should be joining us. Patrice is back live.
Hello, I'm back.
Hey, Patrice. This is amazing, Patrice. I was just sharing with them. We've got about 80 competitors in this category, but only we have room for only 20 people for
Yeah.
tomorrow morning semifinals.
Yep, that's right. Only 20, so you can really see these men out here really fighting hard.
Yeah.
And these routes are not easy.
No.
No.
I mean, there are some which are. I would say, there are some which really require lots of, mental strength, because some of which are, you can do it. You just gotta figure it out, because the route setters have set really, really well for these problems here.
This format, I think not just fighting against time, but right now they have to have the power endurance to continue. They
That-
need to know how to pace.
Exactly, we got 8 problems, and these climbers are given 1 hour, just 1 hour. It may seem a lot of time, but
Yeah, because there are like over 20 people in one detail.
and how many details we have in total? We got about 4 details.
Three.
3 details, okay.
So right now on your right screen, we can see Gerald. He is actually my youngest brother. Both of my brothers are in this detail. So Gerald actually just promoted in Pump Fest, finishing third. So this is his first open comp. And we pan over to the next route. So the second bonus is actually the second last tile for this route, the one that you're seeing on your right screen. We see one hand and two hand. Whoa! You can see he must be so happy to finish that route. Speaking of my brothers, on the right screen is also my other brother.
We have Patrice Claire Dio.
So if you just join us, right now we are watching the Open Men Qualifiers. If you're wondering why there are so many people in one detail and many people climbing at the same time, we are actually trying this new format of competition which is adopted from the Novice Cup. So this is called the session format. The scoring is different as well from the IFSC scoring. So the scoring actually goes from the number of tops, number of flashes, number of bonus 2 and number of bonus 1. The attempts to bonus does not count, and only your attempt for your first top actually matters.
If you've just joined us here, this is the NUS Black Diamond Boulderactive 2016. We are, we are catching our Open Men Qualifiers at the moment. This is session 1, session format going on at the Open Qualifiers for the first time ever. We have adopted this format from the Japanese. We have a Japan competition, the Novice Cup. So that's a format we've taken from them. It's a lot more interesting, a lot happening going on. As you can tell from the screens, everybody's climbing really hard. We've got 8 routes set, especially for our climbers in the Open Men category. You might recognize the very first route on the left side of the screen. It's been slightly tweaked from what was given to the Open Women earlier on.
So right now my brother is keeping his balance on the first
Your
route.
brother, both your brothers are in this category.
Yes, and in the same
You
detail.
must be so proud.
Yeah. They
So
have more
this
medals
is
than
Paul.
me. Yes, this is Paul.
Paul Justin climbing with Justin Go.
Nice. We have 2 Justins on the wall.
Route 1 and 5.
Come on!
Paul
And
keeping his balance right
he's
there.
got this stand up on the tiles.
There's a small one right there. It's really
Yeah,
tiny.
if you don't see it, you're
And the
just
end size
completely
also-
gonna miss it.
Yeah, and the end size is also very tiny.
Our climber from Thailand, Panupon Bun Prakop from Thailand now on route number 8. Problem 8 set by our guest route setter who was here since Sunday. So route setting has been taking place from Monday all through till Thursday night. And that's a top for our Thai climber. And Paul, oh,
He just slipped, missing the end.
all that time wasted. A lot of climbing, but also a lot of falling going on. Climbing, after all, is about falling and getting back up. That is Ron Ho from SMU, a graduate from SMU actually. Very strong.
They've been climbing for half an hour. So
Yes, they have been
must be
climbing for half an
very
hour.
tired. So I just finished competing just now, and at the half an hour mark, I was really panting. Maybe it's just me. but this route really takes out everything out of you.
On route 2, left side of your screen, that's NUS very own Eric. Randy Yo on problem number 1, so close to the top. He sees that foothold. He needs to get some rubber on that foothold now. Very precise, very careful. It's all hands free from here. And Jie Hui finishing problem 5, something that Shun, our Japanese route setter, has been unable to do thus far. And Patrice, your other brother now, Gerald, on bonus 1, campusing it like it's child's play here.
I wonder if my mother is watching. If you are,
Hi, Auntie.
Right now we see Jayco on route 1,
That's right, Jayco.
one of our veteran climbers.
Yeah, definitely. I would consider him one of the pioneer climbers of Singapore. He has his own gym, Kinetics Climbing. Some of our athletes taking part, actually representing his gym. Wow, his shoes are actually slipping on the volume. And that's Shun from Japan. Yep, Jay slips on that volume. Eric now.
Needs to get one more hand.
And that's a top on problem 7. Now your second brother,
Yeah, the older one.
The
of
older
my two
one.
brothers.
but they're both younger than you.
Yes.
More medals than you though.
Yeah. I wish I started younger.
Yeah. Dennis now. Someone to look out for. He's been
Cruising.
performing
Yeah.
consistently in all our local competitions. Oh,
Whoa. Waiting, finishing the route.
very happy.
Style points. So you see Justin Young, he's actually, if you're wondering why his hair is like that, he's currently serving the national service.
Yep, he is serving the country, protecting the nation. Took a weekend off to take part in Boulderactive this weekend.
It's quite impressive, still find a time to train,
Yeah,
even though he has to book in and book out.
he wants this so badly. Come on, Ale Justin. No! His falcon wings couldn't keep him into the wall. Just about 23 minutes left for our climbers in session 1. This evening for the Open Men Qualifiers, we have a total of 3 sessions. And I think 87 Open Men climbers. 87, and we're gonna cut that to 20. Only 20 climbers, 20 of our best elite international regional climbers will be
We're seeing
making it to the
Shun
semi-finals.
really holding so tight. Oh!
Yet
Missing the last style.
nobody has completed that yet.
So now we see Aloysius on Route 1 and Wei Ting on Route 6. Aloysius is asked to come down, but I think he committed a false start. And Wei Ting finishes their route. So right now we have panned to Ryan on the left of your screen. Oh, so we see a jump right there, an alternative beta. So some of our climbers, it might not look like it, but I think some of them are tired as they have been climbing.
If you've climbed for 40 minutes on really hard routes, I can assure you, you will be quite tired as well. So I'm just gonna look at the BA Crimp app, Boulderactive Crimp app. You can find that on ba.crimp.rocks. So this app was developed by our climbers from NUS. If you log in, you get to see which climber is climbing on which wall. You also get to be constantly updated with the live scores. Just select Open Men Qualifiers. I don't think anyone has completed all 8 routes. Right now it seems that Wei Teng with 5 tops and 2 flashes is first on the leaderboard, followed by Jie Hui. And this is quite a surprise because these 2 climbers are quite young.
Yeah, they are. That's the thing about climbing. Sometimes you get it by experience, so the older climbers tend to do well, but the young ones are catching up really fast.
That's right.
So we see Shun on the left of the screen. Those footholds are unforgiving.
Very, very unforgiving. So after coming in 3rd place, at the moment, still plenty of time to shake up the leaderboard here, but 3rd for now is Ron Ho, who's actually working full-time and still has time to train.
Office hour warriors.
Yeah, and then 4th we have Dennis Chua. Tied with him is Tatana Raksachat from Thailand.
Really good end by Shun. He looks tired, and now we're looking at Dennis. Jeanette, if you're watching this, I know you are watching this. I know you are cheering for Dennis right now.
One move to the end now.
I hope Dennis ends this. One more hit! Oh my god, that
Oh.
fast twitch!
Everybody thought he was going to come out, but that
was
right hand.
incredible. It just stuck.
That pushes him up to second, ahead of Wei Teng now.
Ron missing the end by just a bit. Right now, both of our screen, we can see the same climbers. Same climber. Alright, so now we have Pen to Shun on the right screen. So we have Paul holding on to the second last bonus, trying to get a heel hook up there so that he can be stable. He slipped though. It's alright, there's still 15 minutes to go. That's the thing about the routes right here. The attempts to bonus and the attempts to top does not count. Well, the number of flashes do matter, but for the difference between a person who, let's say, you top the route in your second attempt and the person who topped the route in your fifth attempt does not matter. There's no difference between these two climbers. So the ranking goes by number of tops, numbers of flashes, number of bonus 2, and number of bonus 1. So we have 2 bonuses. You can see it by the blue tape. Usually we only have 1 for flash format. But as we are doing a session format, so our scoring system also is different from the standard IFSC scoring. Will we see? Oh, I thought we will see another N on that route. So right now on your right screen, you can see Paul getting his hands on the second bonus. So if you can't tell, there's actually like a side wall there. And he finishes it. So those climbers can use it, the side wall. Ryan is going for the end. Misses it.
Everybody just falling a little bit short here
Yeah.
for the end tile. It's not easy. It's a sustained effort from the start all the way to the end. Every single move, they make it look really easy, but it's not easy at all. For those of you watching at home, you might think that what they're doing seems effortless, especially because all these climbers are in the elite category of the open men, and a lot of them are veterans in the sport. But they put in a lot of time, a lot of effort to train, and so that they can perform during competitions.
Yeah, I often see these people in the gym, even though some of them are working, schooling. So by around 6 p.m., you'll see a crowd in the gym coming in.
That was a nice finish there by Ron.
Seems like the last route for the guys is similar to the open women routes.
I think so. I think the first and second route as well, they just modified it a little bit. But they're pretty much similar.
That last route, I was trying it just now in an open women category. It was so... I feel like it's a bit of spin for me.
Okay. Justin over here on the final problem looking for a finish. Oh, so close. You're seeing our screens change up quite frequently because this is pretty much going at high speed. Everybody just going up and again and again. And our camera crew trying to keep up with all our climbers today. And that's Randy on the final problem as well.
As you can see, some of our climbers are wearing some kind of patch on their pants. These climbers are so talented and so strong. Some of them actually are sponsored athletes by various climbing and outdoor gears. So right now we see Gerald on that sloper. Seems really chalky and black with all the rubber from the shoes. You can see the last route. Justin, is that Justin? Yes, pushing and
Definitely putting in some technique there, Justin on the final problem.
resting a bit.
Alright, he's going for the finish.
He needs to get his foot stable and to bump that left hand to the next volume.
Oh, not today, not yet. Maybe, well, we still got a bit of time. It's about 10 minutes, 45 seconds to go. There's still plenty of time for plenty more attempts. Part of the competition is also about strategy, how you use your time. 63 minutes. 60 minutes of actual climbing. And these climbers actually have to pace themselves throughout. They can't keep climbing for the 60 minutes, but pacing and knowing which route to get on is part of the strategy as well. And so problem number 4, we see Tatana giving it a go.
He's a climber from Thailand. His sister is actually here. His sister was supposed to compete, but she got herself injured in Palm Fest. But she's here supporting her brother. So we shall see if he will end this route. So if you're from Thailand watching and supporting right now, a big hello to all of you. Gerald finally getting that step, not slipping off that tile.
Gerald is actually one of our youngest climbers, isn't he?
Yes, he's also my youngest brother. He just promoted in the last comp.
So it's very talented young climbers that we have joining the veterans in the open category.
Giving them a run for their money. Speaking of veteran, we have Jay Ko on the left of the screen.
Working his way through problem number 4.
Showing everyone how is it done. Showing his years of experience of climbing. Bring it here on the wall. The end for this route seems so elusive. So far, I've only seen Dennis finish it.
Yeah, we do want to see more finishes on problem number 4. Let's see if Jay can figure this one out. It's just one last move. Probably one of the most difficult moves in the problem. And that was a good finish there, problem number 6.
And also a finish by Dennis. Shun is also making his way to the end. Even though those volumes are so big, there's only certain places you can hold it.
There we go, nice finish by Shun there. Problem number 3.
So many climbers on the wall, camera panning here and there, because even though they are tired, they don't seem to stop.
And that's the spirit of climbers, I think.
They just
You
keep
know,
going
yeah.
at it,
You see rocks, you go up on it.
riding the psych wave. I think that is Ryan slipping off. Justin going at it again on the last route. Just now he made it to the second last style, so let's see if he will end it this time.
He's definitely looking for that finish.
Shun getting his fingers in.
He's gonna make a finish. Nice one by
And the
Shun.
crowd goes wild right here at Funan Digital Live Mall. I think there's a second top on that route. So one international climber and one local climber has finished this.
And if you're just joining us on the live feed, this is the NUS Black Diamond Boulderactive 2016. And you're currently watching the Open Men category, which means that the most elite climbers, locally as well as in the region, are competing right now, for the top 20 spots to make it to the semifinals tomorrow. And that's Randy on the final problem. Everybody seems to be stuck on that second last hold right there.
I think it's because those volumes are actually good to hold. I think it's because the wall is leaning out a bit.
Yeah.
It's inclined, so it's harder for you to keep your body close
Yep.
as you're fighting against gravity.
Yeah. It's difficult to see from the live feed, but from where we are, we can see that the walls are angled at different angles. The one that Dennis is on the left side of the screen is actually inclined inwards, what we call slab wall, while the one on the right side of the screen is actually inclined outwards. So they pose very different challenges for the climbers, and climbers need to be versatile enough.
Dennis missing that tile, but he's still happy. I think he's still gonna go at it again.
About 4 minutes, 40 seconds for the men in this detail.
Seems
Try
like
and, get some more bonuses, get some more tops.
seems like Shun is cruising on these routes. Another top by Shun Kaido. Someone finally got that
Nice.
move.
That's Justin on the final problem. And Ron here on problem number 1. I'm not sure if you can see it from the screen back at home, but there is a tiny foothold
At the E.
at the letter E. You can see it, and Ron is going on it. And making that little leap of faith right here.
Oh! So you need to hold it for 2 seconds, so that does not count.
And Ron is so close.
I really like it when guys are like forced to do a slab wall, because usually guys tend to pull their way and muscle through, but this kind of thing you just have to leg day.
That's right. Definitely versatile climbers. And there, one more finish on problem number 5.
By a Thai climber. And on route 1 we have Paul. And I think this is Tia Hui. Those tiles are tricky. Even it looks like grapes, and it feels like you can grip any part, but actually there's only a specific part that is good.
Yeah.
And we see Paul finishing route 1.
And that was a good finish on problem number 3. I think he's been going at it for quite a few times. I think he must be really pleased to have finished that.
I think one of the strategy in session format is that you do not necessarily have to do all the routes. Sometimes you just have to keep going at the routes that you think you will be able to finish, because number of attempts does not count except for number of flashes. So if
That's
you
right.
already didn't flash it on the first start, you can just keep going at it until you finish it.
That's right. All right, and this is Dennis on problem number 1. He barely missed it, the final hold, the last time. He's gonna get it. Is he gonna get it this time?
Some leap of faith.
Definitely is a leap of faith.
Oh! Still missing it by a bit. So Shun is trying to make sure that his foot stick and to keep his balance as well, because he might just swing out. So he's actually holding the side wall. There are no tiles right there. It's just the wall. Ryan right now ending. He got one hand, but it wasn't enough.
So we're facing a little bit of a rumble here at Funan, the Digital Life Mall, but it's not going to stop the climbers. They're still going to keep going. Last 5 seconds. Last 5 seconds. Can we see any more tops? All
And
right.
that marks the end of detail 1. So up next will be detail 2. And in these details, we have climbers from Sinmin Secondary School, Tae Kwan Liang, from All Sports Equipment and East Coast Practitioners, Muhammad Hilman. From Area 51, we have Ikmal. From Balikpapan, we have Angga. From BPPD Tapin, we have Muhammad Ustaza. From Climb Asia, we have Haros. From FTI Tanah Bumbu, we have Ahmad and Ismail. In ITE College East, we have Emmanuel Ryan Paul, also known as ERP. From NUS, we have Shi, Aaron, Daryl Tan, Ting Yang, Kairu, Manyan, Sean, Asdi, Tianjin, and Adi. From NTU, we have Sin Chong. From SIM, we have Cyrus. Representing Team Onsite, we have Brian. From WCH, we have Yixiong. Sorry if I pronounce your name wrongly. From All Sports Equipment, we have Facho and Abuza. And from Java, we have Bim. And from IGA, we have Ponti. And from FPTI Jawa Barat Indonesia, we have Ricky. So this is our second detail. So actually our climbers have 63 minutes and the 3 minutes is for the officials to maintain the wall and for the climbers to observe, and the climbing time is actually 60 minutes. So this detail is mostly made up of NUS climbers, but also we also have our climbers from overseas as well. So if you're watching this from overseas, from across the region, this is a big hello to all of you. So the 2 whistle blow has been given and detail 2 can now begin their climb. So they have 8 problems and an hour to do it. We are doing a session format, so this is the second session for the open men. So right now, Colin is joining me in the live feed.
Hi, Pat.
So what do you think of the routes?
I think they're really difficult. They're really up a notch from what we've seen like for the past few days. But of course, I don't think the competitors that are joining us in these detail will have any issues with them. They are the best men that we've got to offer.
So actually, the crowd, the audience is not allowed to prompt our climbers, but if they are all in the same detail, so the climbers within that same detail can actually help out each other. So it actually helps that if you have your team right there with you, and especially that these detail have Team NUS inside and NUS Climbing Club together. So we will see if they are gonna work together and ride the side wave and do some sand trains together.
Yes, definitely. This new session format makes climbing a bit more social. Makes it more of a team effort rather than a purely individual sport.
So this session format is adopted from the North Face Cup. And speaking of the North Face Cup, I think in detail 3 we have a climber from Japan who won last year, right? Last
Yeah, I
year's
think so.
North Face Cup. So because we have this kind of agreement with the North Face Cup that whoever wins in Boulderactive can actually go there with them to compete. So we're actually doing kind of a reverse. So right now the winner in the North Face Cup can come and compete in Boulderactive.
This adds some diversity into our competitors over here.
Giving them a taste of what is the real competition, because competition is not just here locally, it's also everywhere around the world. Some of our climbers have actually been venturing outside Singapore shore looking for competitions around the region and even in Europe and America.
Overseas climbers here at NUS Black Diamond Boulderactive also serves as a testament to the level and quality of climb that we have over here. The routes have been painstakingly set, tested, and reset again and again for the past few weeks.
And the thing is, it's not just about setting the route, it's also making sure that everything else that you all need are right here, such as this broadcast. We didn't have this few years back, which is really interesting.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have just cut the audio for live transmission. We apologize for some technical difficulties because of some building regulations, disruption right here and for now Digital Live Mall. But fret not, we still have the live broadcast going on, brought to you by Live Technologies. And what you're viewing right now is the Men's Opens Qualifiers Detail number 2. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Boulderactive, brought to you by NUS and Black Diamond. And for the series of Men Open qualifiers, we are witnessing a myriad of climbing styles from climbers around the region, with climbers from Indonesia, Thailand, Malaysia, and Singapore. Ladies and gentlemen, please bear in mind that we only have 20 slots for the semi-finals tomorrow morning. That's right, in just about 13 to 14 hours time, about 20 of these guys will be advancing on to the semi-finals. And if they make it to the finals, that will probably give them another 8 to 9 hours of rest. So it's pretty critical that they have to pace themselves from the qualifiers to the semi-finals all the way up to the finals. Let me tell you this, it is very demanding. It is physically and mentally demanding. It requires a lot to make it to the finals. And I must say, the champion for Boulderactive 2016 is definitely a very well respected figure, and we're going to find out that tomorrow evening.
So right now, if you're looking at our live scoring from ba.crim.rocks, right now in the top man position is still Dennis with 6 stops and 2 flashes. Jeanette says that even though Dennis did not complete all the route, Dennis completes her heart anyway.
all right.
So it does not matter. But he's still a number 1. So we shall see if he will stay there.
We're sorry for that little technical difficulty back there. It was pretty noisy down here in Pune and the Digital Life Mall. But we're back, I think. We're trying to clear up the noise, and we're back with the live feed. And we're still in the Open Men Qualifiers right now. This is currently detail number 3.
I think it's detail 2.
Detail 2?
Yes.
Detail 2, I apologize.
Still have half an hour of climbing. So they've been climbing for 30 minutes right now because they have an hour to climb. So that's halfway there.
So I'm not sure if you've just joined us, but if you have, this is the NUS Black Diamond Boulderactive 2016 right here in the heart of the city, Funan, the Digital Life Mall. And right now, climbing in detail number 2, we've got a lot of climbers from NUS, as well as some representation from All Sports Equipment, Team On Site, Climb Asia. So we draw attention now to the right side of the screen. That's Brian, working his way up in that little corner over there.
Brian actually helped us set some routes, I think, for Men Qualifiers. So he was here helping Team NUS and NUS Climbing Club.
Oh, and we see a finish by Haros on problem number 4.
So Brian also finishes the route. So
And that's Yi-Xiong over there on the left side of the screen. Yi-Xiong was once our Boulderactive project director a couple of years back. So he is definitely not unfamiliar to this scene.
So we see one of the younger climbers in this detail, Quan Liang, on the right screen. His hair shaking a bit at the end.
Showing how much effort is putting into the climbs. And they have about 30 minutes to go.
So right now we see Hilman getting the jump. Hilman is actually the coach, current coach of Team NUS. I mean, he's a good coach, don't worry. These routes are just hard.
I'm sure they are.
So right now we see ERP on the left.
So the problem on the left is pretty interesting in the way that you can't really go too fast. And you've got to get that balance just about right over that hole that he's stepping with his right foot.
Yeah.
Just so you can get to that tiny little hole that is taped up on the right side of his screen. There's pretty much nothing to hold there, actually. It's just getting your balance over. There we go. That's what we're talking about.
And right now we have Anga on the right. Actually met Anga a few days ago. He actually, I heard he just won a competition in Surabaya.
Wow. So, you know, we're definitely seeing the top climbers from not just locally, but as well as in the region. Boulderactive has definitely, you know, attracted many of the really good climbers from our neighboring countries. And it's, you know, always great to see everybody come together and basically, you know, compete, show each other what they've got.
So right now we have ERP trying to make that finish, shaking off his legs. It's not just shaking off of hands right now, it's shaking off legs as well.
And Hilman again on the right side of the screen, working his way up problem number 5.
holding the bonus tile. He's been there for a while. The feet keep shifting. The foot. Will he make that jump? You can see him. The horror on his face as he missed the last tile. So even though you're close to the end, it's not always a sure thing. You still need to commit. Now we have Jean on right. Really fighting hard on that wall. So actually that part of the wall kind of makes a climber go parallel to the ground.
Yeah, that's right. The angle is pretty, acute. It's definitely not easy. They have to turn their bodies.
Need some core. So climbers right here, they must have some good abs. But too bad they were all wearing shirts. Can't see any. So we have Sin Chong on the Route 8. Slowly making his way. But he looks really steady, so that's good.
So if you're new to climbing and if you have just joined us and no idea what you're watching,
Accidentally click the link.
I'm glad you joined us for the NUS Black Diamond Boulderactive 2016. What you're watching right now is actually the Open Men Qualifiers, and this is rock climbing right in the heart of the city. What these climbers are doing, basically trying to get as many tops in the least. Well, they all have 60 minutes to get as many tops and bonuses along the way. And the tops are demarcated by the yellow tapes. The bonuses, the blue tapes along the way.
I think both climbers on the screen right now are from overseas.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good finish there on problem number 1. Very nice.
Anga going for the end.
That's 2 finishes right there.
So we see ERP trying to start. ERP is actually a very dynamic climber. So I'm not sure if this is his kind of route where you really need to stick your foothold and stick your handholds.
And I think that's the thing about climbing, gotta be versatile in different styles of climbing.
He's looking really steady.
Yeah, there's a little bit of contortion going on.
Because at the bottom of that volume, right, the one he's stepping on is actually on a flat wall, but then it increases the inclination of the wall goes out.
That's right. He's fighting. You can see. He's trying. He's really trying. There we go. It's a good finish there by ERP on the last problem. Still just about 24 minutes to go.
So right now we are seeing Team NUS coach Hilman finishing route 6. And we have Haros and Kwan Liang as well on the screen right now.
Side by side, actually.
Yeah.
Come on, come on.
And Haro is one of our very veteran climbers, I would say.
Mm.
He's been climbing for a very long time. You can see that he's extremely steady. He knows exactly what he wants to do.
One more hand.
One more hand. That's it for Haros. Good finish on problem number 4.
They make the route look so easy. So now we have Daryl trying to keep his balance. Oh no. So right now we see Hilman on the left screen trying to make his way to the top. So he's actually going from an incline wall towards a slab wall.
Stepping on practically nothing.
Yeah.
You can see that flat.
I can't even
Little
see
flat
it.
on
I think
his
it has turned black already. Oh,
Oh.
that seems like a very scary fall.
Malaysia, come on. Malaysia.
So these tiles that you see right here are provided by a climbing partner, Climb Asia. They actually were the ones who set up the wall as well overnight. So they also work for Pumpfest. So Pumpfest was just last weekend, so you can see how fast and efficient Climb Asia is in the setup of the wall. Back-to-back competitions right here. So if you're right here, for those who are not here, you are actually missing out some strong energy and strong support right here. But it's not too late. You can always join us tomorrow. Tomorrow we will be having our semis for the opens and the finals. There's also a campus challenge that you can join for those who want to show off their pull-up powers.
That's right. It's definitely going to get more exciting tomorrow, where we see the top 20 semi-finalists move on to try and get to the top 6 spots, especially for the elite categories, both women and men.
Such a tall order. There's less than, like, really small number. It's not even just half of that. It's not 10, it's 6.
There's 6 of them. We'll make it through to the finals, and we're watching. I'll climb on the right. Just trying to make that last move. Oh, yeah, and that's it. That's a finish. Problem number 5.
You can see his forearms. Really, they look pumped, but can still finish. And now we see Ting Yang. So he actually been taking photos these past few days.
Yeah, that's right. Jin Young's one of our NUS climbers himself.
And now we have Anga on the left side. And Ting Yang reaching.
Yeah, looking for
end.
that finish. Nice.
I wonder if Anga will finish this route. That foothold. Even though these shoes are really special, the rubber, really special rubber for climbing. But I think that foothold is just really not giving it to them.
It's almost like a shadow now.
Yeah. I wonder if the next detail will be able to see that. I hope our officials will be able to maintain the scrub the rubber off for the next detail. That looks really good, that balance. So now he needs to push this right side of the wall to
You can
get
see
to
the
the
amount
second
of
bonus.
effort he's putting in.
Yeah.
You know, his whole body.
Yeah, his whole body is
just
leaning.
trembling on the
Oh
wall.
no! But he slipped on that foothold. I can see him holding his shoulder. So these routes are quite shouldery, some of them. Quite shoulder intensive, other than just being finger intensive. So now we have Brian. Brian is actually specializes in speed climbing. So sometimes when he climbs, he actually can see his agile moves. Speaking of another speed climber on the left is ERP. Nice end there by Brian.
Makes them pretty versatile climbers then.
Yeah.
And ERP is looking for that finish yet again. One more try. One more leap of faith. Oh,
Missing it
so
again.
close.
But he still has 13 minutes. Still a lot of time.
Still time for a couple of attempts.
It's just a matter of, do they still have the energy to do it? Now we have Sing Chong on the right of the screen. Looking really strong, confident moves.
Just looking for that finish.
Can see the
Second hand. That's it.
he really was grinding his teeth as he goes out. We're seeing Hillman again on this route, trying to get the top. So that white powder that you see on his pants and his forearm actually chopped to keep the hands dry, because when you're climbing, even not when climbing, even when you're just watching, your hands gets really sweaty. So you need your hands dry to be able to hold those tiles. So now we have Ahmad. Ahmad just came back from the US from his exchange. He's looking really tan.
He's definitely looking for that finish as well.
Just a bit more.
That's right. It's a nice finish there by Ahmad on the final problem.
I think it's quite cute when the climbers go from under the arret to look up, looking for the tile because they can't see it from underneath. So they're playing a bit of a guessing game. Maybe it's here, around here.
Yeah, and on the last route there, that's Man Yuan. He's actually the chief route judge at our competition, the NUS Black Diamond Boulderactive 2016. And giving all the veterans a run for their money as well. He's also just back from his exchange.
In the US as well. Yeah.
Had a lot of climbing experience there, I think. So Kilman on the right side of the screen, just not giving up.
He finally got this style, just now he missed it.
So let's see if persistence pays off. Let's see if he can make that finish. Definitely working hard up here.
And he got it.
Good job, Hillman.
That's the good thing about this, the number of attempts does not count, so you can just keep going at it until you get it. Look at Anga's flexibility. That was almost a full split. Yeah, I've seen Anga climb. He usually does really risky drop knees and splits on the wall. I've seen him stretch as well. His stretching is just not like normal stretching. It's really, he will actually do splits before he climb.
It's definitely working in his favor then. He's just looking for that last move. Okay, that is definitely flexibility for you people at home watching. Let's see if this pays off.
Oh my.
Both looking for that final hold, and Anga finishing problem number 4.
Nicely done.
So, you know, if you're watching from home and some of your friends, family climbing right now and you're interested to know how they're placing, we've actually got the live results online at ba.crimp.rocks. That's ba.crimp.rocks. And you'll be able to see the live results as they come out.
You can see Aaron struggling in those two teardrop looking volumes.
Definitely some skills involved, trying to, you know, squeeze your body into that tiny little space.
A lot of tension involved on this one. But he got it. He looks really happy. Really happy to get that top, as every top, the number of tops you get really matters.
Yeah.
As only 20 will make it to the semis.
And so just 7 minutes left for this detail of the Open Men Qualifiers. 7 minutes is a lot of time for a couple more attempts. And these men have been going at it for the last 53 minutes.
That's really long. Even when I'm climbing in the gym, I don't climb continuously for 1 hour. I usually take a 15-minute break in between.
That's right. So that's how much endurance is required in the session format of the competition. And Hillman is looking for that finish. Coming back down to rest a little bit. You're not able to see it from the screen, but the wall he's climbing on is definitely pretty inclined. And it's a lot of strain on all 4 limbs. And Man Yuan up on problem number 5, looking for that finish. This time, can he do it?
Oh no,
so close.
missing by a bit.
Sanga's looking for
Angad.
support there on problem number 1.
You have no idea how much that helps whenever the audience just cheer you on. Gives you the extra push.
He's definitely trying something different from the other climbers. The way he positioned his feet. But let's see if he can make that leap.
This move is always so scary. Oh, just missing it. But he still has time to do it again. Another one on Route 4. Touching the last tile as well. ERP's beta looks different from the rest. He got his right leg on that small one instead. Everyone was stepping on it with left leg. Oh no, he has to control that swing. Alright, it seems like he got it under control. I think he's planning to get his left leg on the other.
Oh, that's right. You know, so every little shuffle that they make on the wall with their feet, every little shuffle, you gotta shuffle it pretty well when you're stepping on shadows.
So right now we have international climbers on the screen, both making their way to the top. So they really travel all the way from their country, home country, all the way here. So if you're watching this from overseas, hello and good day to you. So right now you're joining us here in Singapore. And you're watching NUS Black Diamond Boulderactive. So this is actually our last category for the day. We still have one more detail 3, that's gonna come out soon. Then tomorrow we will have the open semis, the finals for different categories, and the campus challenge. And at the end of the day, we'll have the open finals and the prize giving presentation. So you can come on down here
That was a good finish there. Problem number 1 by Aaron Tan, an NUS climber as well.
And US making sure they do well in their home ground. Here, Boulderactive.
That's a good finish there. Problem number 6.
We have Anga again on Route 1. He just missed the top just now, so hopefully he gets it this time round. And Sin Chong on Route 8. A lot of falling right here. But that's what is climbing is all about. Just persisting through it against time and against gravity.
Just a little over 2 minutes left for our male climbers in detail 2. And on the right side of the screen there, working his way up, problem number 5. He's making quick work. And he does. This is a good finish there on problem number 5. Everybody making quick work around here because just 1 minute 45 seconds to go. And Haros, good finish there on problem number 6.
So I think we will be seeing some last minute tops with just little time to spare. And see Hillman's worried face. Right now, if you fall off the route, it might be costly, as you do not have. If you can hear that, there was the whistle blow for 1 minute. So these attempts right here really counts. It could make all the difference between a one top, an additional top for yourself, for the climbers. Hillman just laughing on Route 1, having fun, not letting the stress get to him.
And this is that leap that everybody has been trying to do on problem number 1.
Oh my God, his foot just came out just a bit.
It's in a precarious. Oh, so
Only 22 seconds left.
just 15 seconds left on the clock.
Will we see her top on Route 2?
If you're here joining us at Funan, the Digital Life Mall, you're gonna see all our open man climbers just, tired, exhausted, on the mats. And then
Anga missing it, but
that
just
double whistle, yeah.
he's just tried it out.
So that signals the end of the second detail of the open men qualifications. And we are just about to bring in the third detail of the open men. So stay with us. We're not over yet. Still one more detail to go. This is the NUS Black Diamond Boulderactive 2016.
This is our third and final session for the Open Men Qualifiers. Thank you for sticking out with us all the way until, I don't even know what time it is. 8:24 p.m. Wow. Have you had your dinner?
I've had my dinner. I hope you guys at home are eating your dinner as well. Thanks for joining us. My name is Jen, and this is Ashley, and we will
Hi.
be giving you the latest updates as we go along based on whatever you see on your screens.
Yes, indeed. I know we can't show all the routes at once. We have 2 cameras, but if you want to know what the results are like, you can go to ba.crimp.rocks. Our Crimp app live updates of scores will tell you how the climbers are doing. You can even see the first 2 sessions, how they fare so far.
And that one on the left just now was Gavin on problem number 4, wasting 0 time. He just literally just came out and topped that route.
That's right, climbers have a total of an hour, so I actually think they should pace themselves. 1 hour for 8 routes. Let's introduce our climbers here today from Team Onsite. We have Adil and Bronson Wee, Ashraf, as well as Adriel Chu.
They're also joined by Hakim, Kenneth Chua, Gavin Yong, Jada Chu, Ismail Hakim, Mr.
Winai
Winai.
Rangrit from Indonesia
Yeah,
or Thailand?
I think that's Thailand.
Thailand. Faridwan from Malaysia. He also represents Team Onsite. Also from Malaysia, Kayum and Taki.
We have Wan Tong, Hazik, Mora. I think Mora's from Philippines.
That's right.
Parit.
Parit Kunboriwam from Pliran Platana School. I think this is Thailand. Jonathan Philo from Power Up Tandang Sora. Felio, sorry. Jose Mari Cortez from Scapi.
Kenneth Lim from Singapore Polytechnic. Marcus Yo from SMU. Boaz and Mark Chan, both from Springfield Secondary School.
That's right. Aan from All Sports Equipment. And from Indonesia, Eka Bayu Prabowo.
We've got a very special guest joining us today in this detail, don't we,
Very,
Ashley?
very, very special guest.
So why don't we introduce him?
I'm waiting for him to get on the wall. Actually, I think he might have just come off a route. I wasn't watching. But that would be Meiji Narasaki. You might recognize his last name. His brother actually just won the Vale World Cup. Or was it Chongqing? One of them. His brother Tomoa Narasaki. He is the younger brother of this World Cup winner, and he has produced very, very promising results in the World Youth Championships. He is also the champion of the North Face Cup in Japan, which is why he is here with us at Boulderactive 2016. So you can watch him climb, and we'll let you know when he's on the wall. You won't miss him because he's 1.9 meters tall.
That's him right there on the right side of the screen.
That is men's Route 5. He is doing the intended beta, unlike most of our climbers who have what?
Don't mind Ashley's outburst right there. That is 1.9 meters for you.
1.9 meters. Super easy route for him.
He's making it look too easy. I think it's gonna be done before the 1 hour.
He makes our huge wall look really small. That's all I can say.
He's bringing Japan to Singapore for sure.
But the funny thing is he towers over both of his older brothers, Tomoa and I can't remember the middle brother's name. Even though he's the youngest, I don't know what he's eating.
Maybe sashimi. But let's not forget the other climbers in this detail. Energy just building up right here. That's Boaz on the right side of the screen. Working his way up, problem number 7. And on the left side, that problem number 1, we all know by now, if you've been watching, that problem number 1, that last leap.
Yep, that's Kenneth taking his time, being patient.
Definitely elusive to some of our climbers.
All right, I'm going to give my voice a rest and pass the time over to Colin. I'll see you guys later.
And Colin's here to join us while we're watching. And on the right side of the screen, you see Adil on the final problem. Adil is representing Team Onsite. A couple of them here in this detail. And then Gavin on the left side of the screen, working his feet around the tiny holds. Adil looking for that final move. Just need 2 hands, and that's it. A finish on the final problem. And Meichi on the left side of the screen there, again, the 1.9 Japanese. Making it look too easy, way too easy.
That's the third route that Meichi has topped really quickly and easily. It's a breeze for him today.
And that's Bronson there on the right side of the screen. On problem number 7. Bronson is also a Team Onsite athlete. Definitely getting to a pretty stable and strong start. Finishing that problem.
On the left of the screen, we have Meichi once again, starting on route number 2.
Yeah, come on, Zig. Ale, Zig, come on. Zig, come on. Ale, kayo.
He's got bonus 1 for touching it. Just trying to figure his way out across the slab. Bonus 2. Will he top this one? An easy flash for him once again. That's Meichi for you.
And there's Ashraf on the left side of the screen, trying to work his way around that dynamic move. Not an easy one, and Gavin sticking the move.
Very stable hold on those 2 volumes.
Nice one, Marcus.
Just got his right leg up and whoa, nice finish.
Boy, this bed like them so many. Nice, come on, Mark. Come on, girls.
This final detail seems to have really strong climbers. They're just ripping through the problems, which don't seem to be problems at all. That's Mora on the right side of the screen. I believe Mora is from the Philippines. He joined us last year as well for Boulderactive 2015, and he's back here again, looking for some good results this time.
Mora still figuring it out on the volumes. Looks like he may get... Oh, he's taking a break.
In the meantime, we can turn our attention to An on the left side of the screen. And An working his way up. Oh!
He almost spent the movement.
So Gavin on the left side, working on problem number 1, has had pretty good performance so far.
There he goes. Bonus 2 safely in the bag. Gavin seems to be just...
There we go. That finished both sides. Problems number 1 and as well as problem number 5. It's Muhammad Taki from Malaysia. And now Hakim on problem number 7. Looks like he's just warming up.
Not a problem for him at all.
And that's Marcus Yo from SMU on problem number 8.
Fight, Mark, fight! Fight, Mark, you got it!
Takes incredible strength and control to get in between those two volumes.
Come on, fight! Yeah, come on, fight for it! Last one, come on!
And this is Mark on problem. Oh, so close. He is representing Team Onside as well. His fellow athlete, Adriel, getting up and over the 2 volumes and looking for a finish on problem number 3. And that's Kevin. Yet again, another top for Kevin.
Once again, on the right side of the screen, we have Mora working his way up, problem number 5.
So if you have just joined us on this live feed, this is the NUS Black Diamond Boulderactive 2016, and you're currently watching the Open Men Qualifiers. We're down to the last detail of the day, and this is the last event of the day. And the climbers you're watching right now are competing for the top 20 positions. Top 20 positions, they will make the semifinals tomorrow. And at semifinals, we're looking for the top 6 to make finals. So it's going to be a pretty interesting day tomorrow.
If you want to have live information, live scores, results on our climbers, do log on to ba.crimp.rocks. Over there you can see which climbers on which route, and you have a tabulation of scores for all our climbers. That's ba.crimp.rocks.
It's a good finish there on the final problem. And now attention on Mark.
On the right of the screen, we have Meichi trying to figure out that Crampsky start. He's got it. Let's see if he gets his bonus. Wonderful stronghold.
Meichi's making this competition look like child's play. Look at that.
Wonderful finish once again by Meichi. Now will Marcus Yeo finally finish the last problem?
Go, Marcus.
Come on, Marcus, you got this. Come on.
Fight, Marcus.
He's got a strong hold. He's looking good.
Fight, yeah. Fight.
That's a nice, strong finish by Marcus.
Relax, man, relax. You got it.
Ali Kenneth, come on.
And Mark, on problem number 1, looking for that leap.
He's got to trust that foothold. It's no easy feat.
Just taking his time to figure out exactly the right amount of force. Oh, it's pretty close, but he still has time. 43 minutes on the clock for this detail.
Mark Chan's attempting route 1 once more.
And that was Gavin on the right side of the screen, finishing problem number 7.
Ooh, so close to Mark. As demonstrated by these climbers, climbing, bouldering is not all about strength and raw power. It's about your footwork, it's about technique, it's about conserving energy on the wall, maximizing your output.
Go, Marcus. Fight. Fight, Marcus. Fight, Marcus. Go, Marcus. Oh my God. Your feet is too late. Ow. Hey, go, man. Ow. Ow.
And that's Hakim on problem number 8, trying to make it work. And last, final move. And that's it. That's a finish on problem number 8 for Hakim. I'm not sure if you can see it from the screen, but once in a while you see these officials brushing, scrubbing, chalking the tiles. These officials are from Team NUS, as well as the NUS Climbing Club. And they have put aside their weekend for this competition to give you the very best experience you can get. And Boulderactive has always prided itself for being a world-class competition. We're seeing climbers from all around the region, not just from Singapore, but from Thailand, Philippines, Malaysia, as well as Indonesia. And this time we're even joined by a Japan climber. Maybe you'll see our climber on the left side of the screen on problem number 2. It's really just shaking. That's the amount of effort that he's putting in. He's just trying to get as high as he can get. It's bonus 1.
Right, Marcus. Make it count, make it count. Come on.
Still time for plenty more attempts.
It's Mark once again on route 1.
He's not giving up on route 1.
Definitely not. The amount of determination and grit he has within him. Will he send it this time? Ali Mark. So close, so close.
Go, Gavin. Yeah, go, Gavin. Farid. Yeah, come on, Farid. I like it. Come on, Akin. I like it.
I'm very bored already.
Yeah, come on,
Very bored of
Akin.
my own voice.
You got it, yeah. Come on, Akin.
This detail is good, ah. This detail is good.
On the left of the screen, we see Meichi attempting problem number 3 or 4.
Yeah, that's problem number 4.
If I'm not,
He seems to be walking through this, you know?
it's really strong. I think it's overqualified. He's definitely breezing through this competition. There you go, and he sends it.
It looks like he's just warming up.
That is his 6th sand. He has finished all the routes that we have for him for this qualifiers. Wonderful performance by Meiji.
We have a little over 30 minutes, just about 33 minutes to go. Meiji has finished all the problems, and the rest of the men over here in his detail still trying to get some bonuses, some tops.
But they do still have time.
Lots of time.
30 minutes on the clock. Nice one. Nice stable stand by Marcus.
And we see Gavin on the second problem. Gavin has done pretty well so far. And he's looking for another top. It's not an easy one. Squeezing his body into that little corner. Both hands. Oh. So close.
For those watching at home and for those just tuning in thus, in order for a top or a sand to count, you need both hands on the end towel stably. We have Mark on the right hand side of the screen. That's a new beta we've not seen. Oh.
That was Adriel finishing a problem. Problem number 5. Adriel is one of our veteran climbers in the scene, and he is joined by very young climbers, very strong young climbers, some of whom are only in secondary school.
Looking at the level of climbing demonstrated here today, one can only imagine how the semi-finals and the finals will turn out to be tomorrow. So if you are free, do come down to Funan Digital Life Mall and watch these excellent climbers live here.
It's definitely different. The energy that is right here in the heart of the city. So, like what Colin said, if you are free tomorrow, we'll be here for pretty much the whole day. So come and join us for the semi-finals and the finals of the most elite category, as well as the novice and intermediate categories.
Definitely, and watch some world-class bouldering live in action.
That's Gavin again on the second route. He didn't manage to finish it the last time. He's looking for that finish, and yep, that's it for Gavin. That's Mark on problem number 6.
Seems to have a fault start.
That's right. So to accurately start on these problems, the climbers have to get the 4 limbs in the designated positions, which are marked out by the yellow tapes.
No momentum can be used to begin a route. Just start stably before moving on to the next hold.
So those of you at home who have just joined us, this is the NUS Black Diamond Boulderactive 2016, a climbing competition held in Funan, the Digital Life Mall, organized by Team NUS, the climbing team, as well as the climbing club. And you're currently watching the Open Men Qualifiers, the final detail, the final group of elite male climbers. And they've been climbing now for about 40 minutes. And they have just over 20 minutes to go.
Just take a look at the determination in their faces. They're surely not giving up till the last minute. On Route 1, we have Marcus making his way. Is he going to reach for bonus 2?
So those of you who have been staying with us on this live feed, the live feed wouldn't have been possible without live technologies. They've been our technological partner, and they've been working really hard, especially the camera crew, trying to keep up with all the climbers on the wall, and giving you this live feed that is pretty advanced, you know, showing you the names of the climbers on the wall, so that you can keep up with us even from home. And that's Kayum on the left side of the screen. Kayum is from Malaysia, but he's definitely a familiar face in the local competition scene. And joining him on the right side of the screen is Mora, all the way from the Philippines.
It's now just over 15 minutes, and the pressure is on for these climbers to finish up their routes they've yet to complete. The competition is strong, so they've got to take every attempt seriously. Only 20 will make it into the semi-finals, and out of the 20, 6 will make it into the finals.
The Boulderactive NUS Black Diamond Boulderactive 2016 happening this weekend. Yes, that's right. You will be here also tomorrow. You'll be here tomorrow and you'll be able to catch the action, the semi-finals as well as the final round. If you think this qualifiers is already very heated, well, wait till tomorrow and you come on down and witness the semi-finals and finals for all the different categories that we have. Meanwhile, let's take a look at our competitors on the roll. They are from detail number 3. And that will be the last detail for the urban men's category. They have just about less than 15 minutes left. Less than 15 minutes left on the clock, so make all your moves now.
On the left-hand side of the screen, we have Adil representing Team On Site, making his way slowly up route number 2.
And on the other side of the screen, Muhammad Taki, all the way from Malaysia, on the second last hold now.
Both climbers, Adil having out bonus 2. Will he send this route?
He's gonna need to squeeze himself in that little corner.
He's pushing himself up on the side. Ale Adil. It looks stable. So close. That's all right for him. There's still 12 minutes. Plenty enough time for him to attempt it one more time.
And that's Kenneth on the left side of the screen on problem number 1.
Come on. Last one. Come on, make it count, Zig.
Making it a good finish.
Come on, Zig. Don't give up. Come on, Zig. Yeah, come on. Come on, Zig. Come on, Zig. Yeah, come on.
All smiles for Hakim. Just finished problem number 3.
10. Hey, your money, is it?
Oh, yeah. Hey, mine.
Thanks for joining us on this live feed. You'll be pretty surprised that even though these men have been climbing for right about 52 minutes, they're still making their finishes on the problems.
They are definitely exhausted. It's mind over muscle right now.
Marcus, one more, come on! Come, Marcus! Make it come, Marcus!
Our climbers have to make every single move carefully.
Come on! Marcus, bring it down, come on, last one, finish it! Come on, Marcus!
On the left side of the screen, we have Adil re-attempting route 2. Will he finish this? Oh, so close yet again.
And that's Kenneth looking for that finish, and he does. Final problem. Problem number 8. That's Kenneth. Not sure if you can feel it back home, but the energy here, even though we're just finishing up the day, the energy here is crazy. And Taki on problem number 1. Taki has been doing pretty well this run for the last 55 minutes or so. He's definitely looking for this top on problem number 1. And that's right, in a little over 5 minutes. You can see everybody scrambling. Scrambling for one more bonus, one more top. Anything that can get them up on the ranks and earn them a spot in the semifinals tomorrow for another fighting chance for the finals tomorrow afternoon.
Exactly. The competition is really strong with all these top-notch climbers here today with us. Every single move counts. Jubilant Adil completing route number 3.
So if you're curious to know who is doing well, how are they doing, rather, the live results are actually online on ba.crimp.rocks. And I'm just looking at that screen right now, and currently in first place we have Mechi from Japan, as well as Gavin. Joining them in third place is Hakim. In fourth place, Aaron Tan. In fifth place, Facher. And in sixth place, Mr. Winai. So these scores are refreshed pretty much instantly. So you can see what's going on as they happen.
Marcus Yeo on the right side of hand of the screen, back on problem number 4. This could very well be his last attempt. Ole Marcus. He has one hand, 2 hands. He sends it.
Persistence definitely pays off. And these climbers are not giving up. Even though there's just about 3.5 minutes left on the clock. Maybe just enough time for 1-2 attempts. And that's Taki.
Mora on the right, looking strong and stable. Nice sand by Mora.
Just about 1.5 minutes left on the clock. And you must be wondering how these open climbers have been climbing for the past hour or so. And they're not giving up. They've just been going at it. Some of them probably haven't had dinner. But these really are the most elite male climbers. And they will do anything to earn them a spot tomorrow in the semifinals, and if they're lucky, in the finals. And that was the whistle for just 1 minute left.
The climbers are not giving up. It is this fighting spirit and drive within them.
It's a good try by Farid there, problem number 1. 40 seconds. People are cheering. 40 seconds just for one last good attempt.
The crowd is going crazy, supporting their climbers.
On the screen we're watching Kenneth and Adil. And Adil still going. 15 seconds. He needs to hustle.
Come on, climbers. Five seconds. Now, that was the final whistle. Then that's it for detail 3. Our last detail for our Open 1 qualifiers.
And also the last event of the day, right here at NUS Black Diamond Boulderactive 2016. Please, if you're at home today and you'd like to join us, you can join us here live at Funan, the Digital Life Mall. Tomorrow we'll be here for pretty much the entire day. So we're just rounding up here. What you see on the screen is, well, the preliminary qualifier results. But the final results will be posted online, so stay tuned. And we'll see you back here again tomorrow. I'm Jen.
I'm Colin.
And have a good night.
Thank you.
Otaki, performance climbing shoe, precise, supportive and structured. Ideal for climbing on crags, walls and boulders. Double Velcro closures for quick closure and precision. P3 system construction. Heel shell with innovative S-heel. Maintains perfect stability in torsion. Abrasion resistance coating for toe hooks. Vibram excess edge 4mm sole. Otaki, precise and sharp, like a samurai's word. Squama, sensitive, snug-fitting, flexible climbing shoe, ideal for top performance both on rock walls and in the gym. Maximum sensibility and precision. S-heel allows perfect stability in torsion, enhancing performance for heel hooking. Sole in 2 parts to enhance longitudinal flexibility. Protective, ultra-grippy rubber insert for overhangs. Vibram XS Grip 2, 4mm sole. Squama. It fits like a skin, it protects like a scale.